Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I can
I
hear
don't
you,
know
sir.
if others will join or not, but I'll just give them a few minutes. I was going to say that we used this last session, this last 30 minutes to round up. I know people are busy and they may want to go and do other things. So we just use this last 30 minutes to round up. So, but if you have
Okay,
any
sir.
question, you can ask
We wait
me.
for them to do.
We will just move on because they might not join. If you want to ask me anything, maybe we do
Yes,
another 10 or 15 minutes.
I think the question, maybe it's not question, maybe it was just an explanation. I think what I will ask one to do is that maybe I will screenshot my portfolio again because I have some like that NDIF and SFS right. Both of
Mm-hmm.
them, based on the analysis we give, I have them, but I think my NDIF is 200 too. But that self, I think is a little bit higher. I was thinking of how to increase those ones, but I don't want to. It's just that I need to look for exactly which of the stock I have now that I can let go and use it to upload those tools because
Mm-hmm.
of that consistent and quarterly payment. Because that
Yes,
can sometimes
you
give
need
you a
cash flow.
leverage, can give you a leverage to give you a leverage to be able to hold on to your best stocks without trying to touch them or use
Mm,
the what you get from them to upgrade
mm,
some. But because I have like my own stocks now, I have some that is not I didn't it's not intentionally I have them. It's just that I cannot do anything with them. Like Staco Insurance. Staco Insurance has there, it's just stagnant. So I have
mm,
it, but I can't do anything with it. I cannot sell it because I think they were being I don't know the rule. So they were being the minimum, they were just hold on. I think maybe doing this insurance recapitalization, maybe some insurance company can take them. So then I have some other ones that like because I have many platforms that I'm buying from before, so I have
mm.
them separately. So after our conversation, private conversation, so I was trying to see that the best way for me to monitor those is to put all of them under one major broken house,
Yeah,
so that
it's
I can
better.
monitor it.
It's
And
better.
I think that Adebayo Taiwo has come back. So I want to quickly
Okay.
say something based on what he said when he
Mm,
used my year in the stock market and the I think next two as a
mm,
basis for why he wanted to take profit. I want to
mm.
advise him that if she's my younger sister, I will advise him not to do that. You see, I've been in the
Sorry,
stock
hold on
market
1 minute. Hold on
by
1 minute.
chances of
Hold on 1 minute.
yes, sir.
Adebayo, are you there? Adebayo Taiwo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay, listen to what
I
this
think
gentleman
yes,
is saying,
she's here.
okay? Listen to
Okay,
him.
sir.
So go on.
So I would advise you not to do that because the age is your side. You see, like those 2001 time, if I have the knowledge I have now, I wouldn't have done anything with my stock market. It's not as if like I have that serious needed for that, but just it's just like a fun to me. I was doing it, but now when I sit down and look back, I see that I just flex around for nothing, then waste a lot. Like let me use this next two we are talking about. Next two now as a unit is 500 I have there, even though it's part of the best five I have, but it's only 500 units. But initially I have next two as around 1,500. I have 1,500. And during the time I have it, as I right now, the average cost for Nestle for me was around 1,235 now.
Wow,
But if I told you that I bought Nestle around when it was when it was 400 plus,
wow,
so how come I have the average cost like this? Because at the time I sold them. So when I sold them because I have that impression you have that it's already at the peak. So why would I be holding on to it? So I sold them. Only policy I have is that none of my stock I sold off. I try as much as possible to retain some certain, at least the minimum of 500 or 100, depends on the capacity and the value of the price. So that even though there's a need for him to grow again, then I still benefit a little bit. So when I sold Ernesto, when I got it around 400, less than 500 units, then I sold them around when it was 800 or something. But now I'm coming back to Nestu when it's already 1,000 plus. So means that if I didn't sold those 1.5 by now, then my portfolio should have not been around that 11 million I'm talking about. That's number one. Secondly, is that selling, buying back again. I calculated what I pay for commission for these charges. When I buy, I paid. I sold, I paid. Then I'm buying back again. So when you look at all those things together, what means is that you are just making, you believe you are making money, but you are making money for the market himself ordinarily, especially when you still need to come back to the same stock that you bought at lower price and buy it at a premium, as our boss said here now. So the point is that the age, I will advise, is better if you have 500 and you know it's only 200 you can use and let it be like for 10 years there. Use that instead of using the over 500, 3 months or 1 year later, you said you want to take profit. Taking profit, because I saw stock market like it's something that you are setting like your own pension or like your own entire fund.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is, you are just setting it up like the entire fund that at time you cannot work or any money again. People will just be asking you out, because that is how I come across. That is how I come across stock market. A uncle of mine was not around, and a dispatch rider brought a check for him. I thought it's a check at that time, but because I was curious, I checked the check and I saw P said on it, and I know he's working with GTB. He's a pioneer chairman, managing director of GTB. I know he's working with GTB. Then I saw P said check, so I was wondering. So when he come back for traveling, I asked him, "What is the check for?" He says a dividend. I said, "What is dividend? And why you are working with GTB? How come P said is giving you money?" So he told me that during the time you're working with PZ, they cannot be paying them full salary. So they are paying them half salary using the other half to buy the PZ stock. I was talking about 1995, and the value on that check as that day was 400,000 naira in 1995. And that
Wow.
was not the value of the stock. Oh. That's the dividend for that year.
That would be
Wow.
million in this 2026.
Yes, that's his presentation. So since that day when he explained that thing for me, I can't sleep. I started going around any document, any paper that talk about investment. I started reading. Because I look at him as a managing director of GTV at that time. I know what is around us. I know what he earn. So from where he's not doing anything for them, they are giving him 400,000 naira, and not the or the whole money, just the petty interest for owing that young. You believe that it's my money now. I need to enjoy it. I need to do this. Then you don't know that sometimes you are just killing your investment without allowing him to germinate in the first place. So I would advise, with all what our boss said now, it is more easier to keep growing your stock. Like this next two that we are talking about, if after I'll be able to rebalance my stock very well the way I want to do, I've made up my mind that then if it is only 10,000 I can avoid to put more into my stock, I won't go more than that. Then I will not do anything that will now make me say I want to sell now. In fact, I want to build a portfolio like our boss said, that at least a year, like throughout this year now, I look at for dividend around, but it's not enough for me. It is not enough for me. So I was looking like by next year, if I should be able to build to the extent that a whole dividend can give me up to 1.5. So I continue trying to build it. Then I target myself for, let's say I'm working for somebody. I should be able to retire at age of 60 or 65. So my thinking was how to build it between now and 7 years. So thinking of selling was not there. But in recent time when I talked to the boss, throughout last month, only thing I focus on to the balance, because I discovered that there's a lot of redundant on my stocks. I took their stocks, but they are redundant. They are not doing anything. And between that last month and this month, I saw a lot of changes in growth and value for me to rebalance. But it's just because some of them I've been stick to them. Like the boss give me actual 10 I should stick to. But do you know that I was telling him to him now, for me to go to that 10 was so difficult for me because there are some of them that has already become just like my petty project. I've known them, I've known how much they've given me. Like Nesto was not the long stock I've hold. Some of the GTB and Zenith, I hold them since when they do their public offer. I hold them, some of them when they were 6 naira, 7 nairas. And I've sold, buy back, sold, and buy back. So now when I come across the board, Mr. Akin tell me now, I discovered that some of those stocks, just imagine if I told you that I have GTB up to 100,000 units before. And now
Wow.
It is was around it was around 9,000. In fact, this 9,000 I was just it is when I was rebuilding now that I was trying to buy more that I have up to 9,000 plus now. But at a go, sometimes the crash and what take my mind out of the Nigerian stock market was this crash of 2008.
Hmm.
Crash of 2008 take my mind out. It's not as if like sold. I don't sold, but I don't follow it anymore. I just leave everything that there as it's
Okay.
like they're nothing. It was on 2024 that I just give me statement. I was so surprised. Those things that I've just ignored as if like they are nothing. Some of them have got skyrocketed. So since 2024 again, then and during that time I left my mind out of Nigerian stock. I focus on stock market and crypto. That is it. And if I told you crypto have done a lot of damage to me, not knowing that what I kept behind, ignore, has already been being the real base that's supposed to focus on. So I believe because I was on one site and he told me that some of these Nigerian stock that we said it is already in dire price, hardly any one of them is up to $100. Hardly any of
Yeah.
them, if you convert them to dollars, hardly all of them. So if means that some of them are not up to $100, that means they still have a lot of growth
Potential
opportunity
growth.
because the way
Yeah.
Nigerian stock potential as hand, the way Nigerian stock is going now, the only best way you can know share has already gone far or not. It's when you convert it back to the dollars and you see what it's doing. Because some of them, like GTB, Zenny Bank, are already in the London Stock Exchange. So that means
Mm.
a lot of opportunity are there for them to grow. And I will also commend you because some of your people of your age were not in this. I was talking to one of my younger sister yesterday that you see some of the young lady that doesn't have even a normal sense source of incomes, and they'll be holding a phone of up to 1 million plus. And if you have them, they don't even have portfolio of 500. They don't have portfolio of 200. And you ask yourself, how can you be holding phone of 1 million plus when you don't have investment of up to 500? It doesn't make any sense. So, but they believe they are enjoying their life. But the point is this: you can enjoy your life now, but what about the later times when you cannot work, and this is the right time to build those time that you can be able to rely and say, okay, we see many people you can see, especially in Yoruba land, you see many people they will say, oh, Ole, all those people, they are is our money. You just ask which money that you talking about. Those people just fall and find themselves in a situation where some of their elder ones have already built and create a chance for them to fall upon. It's not as if like they take a brick to go and break somebody else's fault and take their money. It's just that they take opportunity and the same thing has happened in our generation now, including your own generations. Some people may
Yes.
look at you the way you are living your life, they think you are not enjoying your life. But when later time comes, they will now see who is more enjoying. So I use this to buttress the point of our guy here that I think it's more better to focus on building instead of selling,
Okay.
make profit actually making profit because you are giving Nigerian stock exchange, you are giving your brokers, you are giving commission, everything. You are giving part of your money to them. And if later those things now grow, skyrocket, you'll be thinking of coming back again. You still now give them another commission. I think I'll be able to help a little bit to put more effort to that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You have spoken very well. Um, just to support what you have done to advise our sister, what I would say is, if I remember correctly, I think the last time we spoke, you told me your portfolio is about 300,000 naira. So
Yes,
your
sir.
target should be how soon can you take your portfolio to 500,000 naira? When you get to
Yes.
500,000 naira, how soon can you get to 1 million naira? When you
So I
get to
want to ask
one,
a question.
yes.
Okay, so my plan is to take my portfolio to 1.5 million
Mm-hmm.
next month, this new month. But
Okay.
sir, I want to ask, I'm hearing aside from the investment you mentioned to me, which is Stanbic Asset Management, which I'm also trying to take position there very soon. I did one bond actually. All these federal government bond, mutual funds. I know mutual fund is too where just you can just keep your money for maybe you want to buy some stocks at deep price or something. But all these federal government bond treasury bills, for somebody young like me, do you think I should invest there or just focus on stock markets?
Okay, right. Very good question. You've had me spoken about diversification within the stock
Yes.
market. I've told you when you buy stock, go into five different sectors: banking, cement, telecommunication, real estate, consumer
My
good.
battery.
That is diversification in the stock market. But
Okay.
your
I'll come back.
diversification
Get the
should go beyond the stock market. You should diversify into the money market. And when we are talking of a money market, there is treasury bill, federal government savings bond, equity mutual fund, money market fund. So there are so many of them. But even apart from money market, there are other classes of assets that you can invest into depending on your need. There is a high yield deposit account. I have mentioned it on the platform. If you put your money into piggy vest,
Sorry, sir. Please,
yes,
my laptop is battery down now. I will be out of
okay,
the meeting.
okay,
So I
okay,
will get back to you on the platform later, sir.
okay, no problem, no problem. All right, okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you for your time.
So bye
Okay,
bye, sister. Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
okay, so uh, there are different ways you can diversify beyond buying stocks. You can diversify into money market, and money market includes federal government savings bond, equity mutual fund, money market mutual fund, treasury bill, and so on. But apart from the money market fund, apart from the money market, there is also high yield deposit, which means you can put money in vest, piggy bank in piggy vest. Piggy bank pays 16% per annum, and you can withdraw money 4 times in a year. That's why they give you 16%. Because if you put money in a Jitco, Access, or Zenith, they cannot give you more than 4% in 1 year. So there are different ways you can diversify. But again, don't diversify too much. Before you start thinking of diversifying, build one asset class at a time. If you have built your stocks and shares, let's say you've built it into 1 million naira, and you think you want to diversify um, outside stocks, then you can decide which one are you going to use in the money market. So, for example, in the money market, I have a money market fund, but it's just a small money I put in there. I prefer to use federal government savings bond. So in federal government savings bond, I invested 1 million naira every month for 3 months. If you invest 3 months consecutively, that means you will receive your interest every month. But if you invest in 1 month, they pay you every 3 months. So for every investment you pay, for every investment you make, they pay you once in 3 months. But if you invest 3 months in a row, if you invest 3 months in a row, then it means they will pay you, they will pay you every month. So on my on my 3 million naira, every month I get about 40,000 naira because I invested 3 months in a row. So it's something you can think about. Would you and federal government savings bond? They have a 2 year contract or 3 year contract. I did the 2-year contract, but when that one runs out, I'm going to do a 3-year contract because the longer you stay in there, the better. So I'm going to do a 3-year contract. So it's up to you whether you want to invest in um in a federal government savings bond, or you want to invest in money market mutual fund, or you want to invest in equity fund, or you even want to do treasury bill. It's up to you. If you do, if you do, let's say you put your money in the mutual fund. Mutual fund give you easier access to your money, and that could be good. But then there could
Like
be
how
an
many days, sir?
if you do mutual fund, there is mutual fund that you can do for 90 days. There is a 180 days. There is a 365 days, and there is mutual fund that you can do just continuous. There is no number of days. You keep putting money, and they keep giving you interest every month. There is no limit to the date. That is the mutual money market fund. I did money market fund. I put 200,000 naira, and every month they just keep giving me, interest, and that interest is added to the capital. So the following month I get a higher interest. The following month higher interest, because the interest they give me every month is automatically added to the capital.
Sorry,
But
sir,
like,
please. How much interest on that 200,000?
um, I think just like a federal government savings bond, they give different interest rates at different time. When I did mine, the interest rate they were giving me is 15%, as at the time I did mine. But I think right now the interest rate is about maybe 15.5. Let me check for you. I think the interest
Okay.
rate has gone up slightly. So let's have a quick look. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Blue. Did you download Stanbic and IBTC app?
Yes, sir. I have
Okay.
it.
Good. Okay. So I'm trying to log in into the app now. I click on Blue Nest, and then
They just sent me
eh?
my CSCS number just this morning.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, sir.
So right now, for the Stanbic IBTC Money Market Fund, they are paying 15.26%. And 15.26% is good, because
Yes.
when I did mine, I think it was 15%. Is it 15% or 16%? I don't even know. But the rate will always change. When I did a federal government savings bond, the rate was 16% as at that time. But right now, the federal government savings bond they are doing is about 12%, 13%. But again, you just have to look at which one will serve your purpose best. Which one will serve your purpose best? If you do federal government savings bond, it helps you to preserve your money. You do the contract. If you do 3-year contract, the money is going to be with them for 3 years. You cannot take it. They will pay you your interest every month, but you cannot get your capital back until the end of 3 years or 2 years, depending on what you choose. But if you put the money in a mutual fund, the money is there, and you can withdraw it whenever you want. But if you don't withdraw it, then they will keep adding your interest. So you have to think, which one do you prefer? Do you want the one that gives you easy access to your money, so that when you need it, you can withdraw it? or the one that will hold on to your money and they will give you interest every month, and at the end of 3 years you can get your money back and you can decide whether you want to reinvest or not. On a mutual fund, I put in 200,000. No, actually, when I started mutual fund, I put in 50,000 naira the first time. Then second time, I put in another 50,000 naira. And then another time, I put in 100,000 naira. And I think maybe I run it for about 4 months. And I think, oh, I need money. So I withdraw all the 200,000 naira. But over the 3 months or 4 months that I have left the money there, they've given me interest of, I think, about 5,000 naira or more. I did not withdraw that interest. So that interest is still there, and that interest is still generating profit, because whatever money you have there, they will be paying profit on it. So even though I have withdrawn the capital that I put in, but the interest that was generated, I left it there, and they are still paying interest on that interest. But
Okay.
if the money is in federal government savings bond, they will hold on to your money for 3 years. You cannot withdraw it. You cannot
So,
withdraw
sir,
it.
I can put, if I put like 1 million in money mutual market fund, I
Mm. So it's
can
15.2
withdraw
now.
after a month, and they will still be compounding the interest.
Say that again.
So they will
Say
still
that
be
again.
compounding the interest.
If you withdraw
Like
your
if I
money or
put
what?
1 million in money,
No, if you put
yes.
1
If I
million
now
now,
withdraw
okay,
just the one
okay.
million,
Let me give you an example. So month one, you put 1 million naira. Okay. And let's assume they are paying 15.5%. So I'm going to do a calculation now. Okay. So 1 million times 1 million times 15.5%. Okay. So that is 155,000 naira for the year. But at the end of the month, when they will put your interest, it will be, let me see. Okay, it will be 155,000 divided by 12. So at the end of the year, they will add about 12,916 naira to your money. Hello? Are you with me?
sir,
Hello?
I can hear you, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Sir,
So
I
at
can
the
hear
end
you.
at the end of the first month, they will add 12,916 naira to your money. The second month, when they will calculate your profit, it will be 1,012,916. 1,012,000, 1,000,000 and 12,916. Yes, okay. So times 15.5%. And then they will now divide it by 12. So that means second month, they will add 13,083 naira to your money. The third month, when they are going to calculate your interest, so they will add 12,916 plus 13,083 plus your 1 million. So that's a total of 1,025,999. They will now times it by 15.5%. and then they will now divide by 12. So your next interest will be 13,252. Did I do that right? Yeah, it will be 13,252.
Market
Sorry?
fund.
Yeah, that is a money market
Is
fund.
this money mutual market fund?
Yes, money.
Do they give sir the percentage, that percent rate? Do they give it out like that every month, or is after 1 year?
The percentage is there. It depends on the market condition. That percentage might be there for 6 months. They may not change it. And it might be there for 3 months. They may change it. But whatever percentage they gave to you is what they will stick to. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So they gave
But
me the percentage they gave me when I started is the one they will stick to. So if they increase the price tomorrow, that does not apply to me. If they reduce the price tomorrow, that does not apply to me unless I open another money market fund with them. Are you with me?
and is that possible?
Sorry?
Is it possible to open another money market fund, or
Yes,
you just take your
you can open
capital?
another one with them. You already have the account. It's just like opening two bank accounts with the same bank. Or no, not even opening two bank accounts. Okay, let's say you open a current account with Zenith, and now you decide to open a savings account with Zenith. It's still the same Zenith, and you have two separate accounts, and you can put money in the two of them. But most people decide to use one mutual fund account with their asset management company. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So you can open one. If they are giving you 15.5% on that one, if you like, if you see that they have increased the rate, then you can open a second account and they will give you maybe 16% or 17%. But you are going to run it as two separate accounts with the same company. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So that's just the way it is. That's just the way. So you can open a money market account, and if you put 1 million naira, the first month they will give you interest of 12,916. The second month they will give you 13,083 naira. The third month they will give you 13,252. Now let's say you've run it for 3 months. So 3 months, let's see how that comes to 13,252 plus 13,083 plus 12,916. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So in 3 months, they would have given you interest of 27,631 naira in 3 months. After 3 months, if you decide to withdraw your 1 million, you can take your 1 million and you leave your interest. Your interest is 27,631. If you leave that interest there, they will continue to calculate 15%, 15.5%, and they will still continue to pay interest on that money. So that is the way it
Okay.
runs.
So it is after 3 months before I can withdraw my money.
No, you can. You need to leave it for at least 1 month. After 1 month, you can withdraw your money. And after 1 month, you can withdraw part of the money, or you can withdraw all the money, or any amount that you want. But you have to leave the money for at least 1 month.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you leave your money there and your money generates interest of maybe 50,000 or 100,000, you can withdraw your 1 million and they will still continue to give you interest on your 100,000 naira interest that you left in there.
Okay, now I get it.
Mhm.
Okay. So and I can do it on my Stanbic, this money mutual market fund.
Yeah, yes.
It's
If you look into
from
Stanbic, you will see where it says Blue Nest. Can you see Blue Nest on that app?
okay. I thought the Blue Nest is for the Stanbic assets management.
Yes, yes. That's the one you use for money market. But if you follow the link that I sent to you, hello, hello,
I can hear you,
hello,
sir.
if you
I can hear
follow
you.
the link, if you follow the link that I sent to you, if you follow that link, you can register for the what's it called, for the asset management, which is the mutual fund. You can register, but when you want to start managing your account, you can go through the app. You can go through the app, or you can go through your mobile phone. The good thing about
Okay.
the mutual fund is the only one that Stanbic recognize if you introduce somebody. So if you follow the link that I sent, that I put on the platform, and you register, then they will recognize me that I am the one who introduced you. So maybe they will give me some points, but that doesn't affect you in any way. I don't even know how their points
Okay.
work. What I can use that point for, I don't know. But they have an affiliate link. After you join, you will have your own affiliate link, and you can introduce people. And when you introduce people, they will give you points. I think after some time, they will convert the points to money. That's what I think. And then maybe if you accumulate, I don't know, maybe if you accumulate 100 points, maybe they can give you 100 naira or 200 naira or 500. I don't really know. But I know that if you register and you invite people, they will give you points. And after some time, they can now convert the points to some money.
Okay.
So that's just
Now
it.
I get
So
it.
so so what I would suggest is, if you buy